Well, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. We got a guest. It's this guy. Let's pick his up. We're going swimbait fishing today. It's fall, man. They get keyed in on shad. I grabbed the best swimbait guy I know. It's this guy. We'll tell you more about him here in a minute. But bottom line is, if you like to see big old swimbaits catch big old bass, keep watching. I mean, what the hell's wrong with these fish? It took me 4 casts to catch that one. What's wrong with that? Something going on right. Mine's got. I haven't caught up to you yet. Yeah, you're ahead of me. I think you're beating me. If you'd grow a little longer, it'd show even more like mine does. It really highlights.
I gotta keep mine within.
It's like the longer the beard gets, the more like glows white.
I gotta keep mine within.
Oh, game warden regulations. Speaking of that, we got the game warden with us, folks. Heath Taylor from Smash Tech Custom Baits. Because when you want to go fishing, you don't want to just catch them. You want to
smash.
That's right, with Smash Tech Custom Baits. You can find those at SmashTechBaits.com. There's the plug. We got out of the way nice and early. You like that?
Or
Tackle Warehouse. Yeah, Smash Tech's on Tackle Warehouse as well. That is true. We got a special treat for y'all. This is a top secret spot. We're not going to tell nobody where we're at, but we do know this place is loaded. From what I've never been here.
I've been here a few times.
It's loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded with fish, so particularly green fish.
Hopefully. I haven't been here in a long time.
Heath, you know what the coolest things about fall, man? They get locked in on shad. They get locked in. Even if they're not eating shad, they're locked in on feeding. They're chasing bait down. They're working in groups, and they just get after it.
Hopefully they'll eat shad today.
Yeah. So what do you think we should throw at them whenever they're chasing bait?
Glide baits, swim baits.
Swim baits. That's it. Come on, catch up here, Heath. What are you doing? You're normally sharp on this deal. So Heath is a swim bait guru, man. He makes, I don't know, how many different swim bait models? Like 85 or something?
Nah, I don't know. I'd have to stop and count.
Yeah, it's a lot. He makes a bunch of different swim bait models. One thing I love about Heath, he don't make baits to sell a bunch of them. He's a small time company. He don't have any interest in really making it a huge big company because it's all he can keep up with to do what he does now. Point is, when he makes a bait, it's a very high quality bait when it hits the market. Some of them don't even hit the market. You just keep them for yourself.
I've got a few little sneaky ones.
Yeah, yeah, he does. And so I'm excited. He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different swim baits tied on. I got about 3 different swim baits tied on. We got 10 different swim baits tied on. They're all Smash Tech baits. And we're going to find out which one is the one they prefer today, I guess.
That's it.
Not much else to say. I'm rambling because I'm good. That's what I got, diarrhea of the mouth. All the time. I'll shut up now so we go. Ready to catch him?
Yeah.
Let's go catch him.
Probably work for it.
Oh, there he is, Billy. Good one. Got him all hooked on the chin or something. He's acting funny.
Yep. He's not happy.
He's acting funny, Taylor. Oh, don't be scared of getting a hook in you. Fat.
First one.
Nice one. That's old gooder. What bait we using now?
This is the new one. This is Easy Glide.
The Easy Glide.
We'll talk about it a little bit.
We're going to introduce. That's a new bait that nobody has seen yet. First time on camera. The old Easy Glide.
It's a little 6-inch resin glide bait.
Oh Lord, in your arms. No, I didn't see it. Where was it?
Nothing.
Where was it? Was it right over there?
Could have been.
Is that about where it was?
Could be exactly where it was. You don't catch him, you suck.
Oh. Got him. I figured you'd catch him. Pretty good one. You will not front end me all day, sir. Well, he's got it in there too, doesn't he? Look how he ate it. Just ate it.
I bird dog that one for you.
Hey, I think there was more than one. I think I saw another swirl beside him. You might want to just. Hey, come back.
That was unboat flip.
Nadine, get back in here, Nadine. Golly.
I think he wanted it.
Look how he ate it, folks. That is also the Easy Glide. That's the shad pattern Easy Glide.
Well, that's a little fancier than the regular shad pattern. That's one of the prototypes.
Oh, I got a prototype bait.
It is.
Ain't I special? Numero dos, give them a little ear scratch. Folks, they like it when you scratch them behind the ears. They come back and see when they get bigger. Pretty fish, off to a solid start. Oh, good one. Good one. Yeah, let's pick these trees apart.
Yeah, seems like
a good idea, doesn't it?
seems like around these trees, Billy. Pretty real good.
Oh, we're going skeet reef style. Get in there and hug on them.
Look at there.
Beauty.
Pretty good one there.
Yeah, that's a thick one. Little mo better.
Got it sideways. Like
Yes, sir.
corn on the cob.
Yes, sir. Hold him up, show him off. That's a stud. That's a big one, bro. That one is built right.
Look how thick the
Been
back is.
feeding up. Look at this thick tail and everything.
That's pretty insane. Like catching trout with it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, short strike.
Oh, little fella watched him come up and take a swipe at it.
He was very ambitious.
He was. Yeah, how exactly did you see this playing out, my guy?
He's like, I just got to eat this one time this week, and I'll be good. I can just lay around the rest of the week. Oh, there's one, Billy.
There you go.
Another little one.
I mean,
If we get in the nursery over here.
bro, best case scenario, this is what happens. Like, that's the best case scenario for him.
I think mine may be even smaller than this.
It is. Oh my gosh, it is.
So what's he
Look
thinking?
at
What's he thinking? This is not
You know,
bad life decision.
luckily for us, these fish aren't very smart.
Well, it's a bad life decision. He's either going to get really big with this attitude,
We're just going to choke to death.
or he's going to die of asphyxia.
I almost did that one night at Whataburger, that exact thing.
Oh, William.
A little better one.
No,
Nope, sideways. Foul hooked him.
snagged him.
Foul hooked him.
He just slashed at it. When we got in the nursery.
We got up here where they still got milk on their breath, Taylor.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Today might be an issue. Johnny
Another whopper.
Junior, Whopper Junior.
In the super shallow water.
Yeah, we might want to ease them back out there to that edge where it drops off. Not a giant.
A little better though. Oh, I got one too, William.
Doubles. Fat sucker right here, boy. Good. Drop them sticks.
I was trying to do.
Here, let me hit the buttons back here. You got it. All right. Good. That's a little better one. A little better than mine, anyway.
Like corn cob again.
It's fall, y'all. We're gonna catch them all, y'all. Get on in here, fatty. Get on in here, Heath. Gotta do the old selfie angle. First double of the day.
I can peek behind them a little bit.
Look how much bigger mine is. Oh wait, but no, it's not. Yeah, first double of the day. Might not be the last one. Hold it up there where I can screenshot this and get a good picture. That is beautimous. There we go. Pose, as they say. Let them go, Taylor. It's just the first double. What do you think, Keith? How many doubles we getting today? 4? The over-under on doubles is 4. Place your bets in the comments. Let's get it. If somebody guesses the exact number of doubles we end up with, what do they get? I got you back, folks. Watch this. What do they get?
We'll throw them something. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll throw them a swim bait.
A hard bait? One hard bait.
Yeah.
One hard. These are not cheap baits now. These are custom made, one at a time, by hand, by the man. One hard bait, if you guess the exact number of doubles that we get. We've set the over-under at 4. I don't think the over-under matters. You got to guess the exact number. Put that in the comments. We kind of expected it to be good. This is a special lake we're on. We know it's full of fish. Doesn't get fished hardly at all. Just a really good place to go have a good time in the fall. Fall's kind of like that. You can catch them in a hurry. We're catching them in a hurry this morning already. And we're going to tell you guys more about that bait. There's this little bait you're seeing us use, the old Easy Glide. We're going to break that down for you. If you're interested in that bait, stay tuned or fast forward. It's coming towards the end of the video. We're going to show you all the details on that bait. But, you know, one thing I noticed, Heath, is, man, you had to get up pretty flat. Like, they weren't really, You know, there was a good break line. Where we were fishing was a big, expansive flat, but there was a break line that ran all the way, kind of ledge that ran all the way down that flat. They weren't really all that close. They were pushed up on that flat pretty good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, which is pretty typical this time of year in the fall. They'll get pushed dirt shallow. Some of that water we were fishing was probably a foot deep, where we were catching a foot, 2 foot at the most.
It was very shallow in areas. You know, for conditions today, guys, water temps were anywhere between 65 and 70. We've had a good cold front last week. This is Tuesday, so about a week removed from the cold front coming through initially. Air temps this morning were upper 50s, right around 60, 58, 59, and got up to a high of about 85, 86 today. So just good fall weather, starting a hoodie, ending your shorts and your flip-flops. It's kind of like the ideal fall days. Good south wind blowing today. We had that south-southwest wind going, which is always a good thing if you know how that works. Like southwest winds usually come
as good as it gets.
Yeah, it usually comes with a little bit lower pressure, and it really is some of the best days you'll have. We'll have a good southwest wind blowing. So all the conditions were good, line up to where we just started catching them early and often, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime today. And probably just go all day, long as we don't get too hungry, you know, and need to go find us something to eat. These fish will keep eating. Another solid one, dude. Good one.
You know, fuck with him on your phone. It's good. It's good for it.
Heard that's good for him. Be sure and do that in the open, Roy. They really like that. Make him eat it, Heath. Make him eat it. Atta boy. Make him eat it, Heath.
Yep, I did.
He's running now. You foul hook him, or is he good?
Yep, foul hooked him. Swirled at it.
There he is, Johnny.
Another good one though.
There he is, Johnny. Yeah, that's a beautiful fish, dude. Great job. That's a big one, too. That's a stud. I don't know what our 5 weight is, but it's over 20 pounds. I know that already. We've been here for maybe an hour. Little guy. Little bitty one.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah. The most fun decisions. He probably wasn't.
It's double number 2, man.
That's double. That counts as double number 2. It does. Unfortunately for me, I got they're little, but it does count as a double.
As long as the fish is still in the boat, it counts, right?
Absolutely. 2 in the boat at the same time, Taylor.
So we catch the big ones and then throw them in the same spot. You catch.
Yeah, yeah.
These are the guys.
Well, you know, you say that, dude, but like I've seen that offshore and everything else on Fork in the fall. They get mixed up. You catch little ones, it ain't necessarily a bad thing. Like you'll catch big ones mixed in with little ones this time of year, more so than any other time of year. There's another one, Billy. Come on.
A little better.
Yep. Go.
Big head.
Good job, dude.
A little
A little bit skinny. He needs to do more of that eating stuff you've been talking about, brother. He needs to get on my diet program, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Seafood diet.
Yeah, pretty fish. Good.
Is it platinum equity or whatever?
Watch yourself.
You let him have that one, Billy.
Yeah.
You couldn't help picking up a little Holly, huh?
Little Holly. She's doing magic acts. She's disappearing.
Holly is a magical thing in the fall.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt this little hollowbilly is a dude. That's another big one, dude. That's another really solid, good, big size fish. Why are we so foamed up here? What's going on? Fogged up on the wind. That's better. Nice. Just gonna eat Taylor's head. See ya! Yeah, they were.
There he is, Billy.
Between, off to the right of that big tree?
Yep. Kind of between those two trees. I don't know if I've got him foul hooked or if it's a good one.
Good. It's a good one. Darn good one.
Boat flip. More of a boat hoist.
Yeah. Boat flop. He's just got flops in there.
It's another good one, Bill.
Yeah, I agree. Got my camera pointing at the floor there for a second. Sorry about that, folks at home. But that is a nice one. Get him out there in that sunshine. He looks really small like that on a GoPro. You know that, right?
Yeah. If we hold him
The
right
perspective is everything on GoPro, man.
here.
It's a nice fish. It is a big one, folks. I will vouch for that. I'm laying real eyes on it. It's a darn big one. It's not fair you getting first shot at everything out here, Taylor.
Well, you know.
You're running into me.
Life's not fair, Billy.
You're right.
In case you hadn't figured that out.
I most certainly have. I assure you.
So I try to tell my boys. But they're like, well, that's just unfair. I'm like, well, you know, you'll learn. There's a lot of things that aren't fair. I think he's going to come off, Billy. I'll grab this line.
Another good one on the glide.
So we wonder, is bone the color, or am I just getting to him before he goes?
I mean, it could be either way, honestly. You are throwing at some of the obvious targets first, but yeah, it's
This watercolor makes me think bone might be a
bone might be a little better color. Might be, yeah, because we got a little stain here, a little funk on the surface. And the beat goes on, folks. It's probably the last one I'll show you on the big camera for a little while. I think we're fixing to just go into the fast editing mode because we're catching so many. Otherwise, this video will be 3 hours long. Nice. Oh, nice. And
Big old big and big old good.
you ain't one of them bone colored glad bag.
You know, I got
Bring him around front. Bring him around town. Nice. Good job, Taylor. The easy glide.
a little squirt at him, Billy.
When you go fishing, do you want to do it the hard way or the easy way?
Easy.
The easy way. Oh, Back to the Future reference, huh?
That's another good one, Billy.
Not a bad one, that's for sure. That's a chunk.
Not a bad one.
Yes, sir, they do.
Pretty one.
Yeah. Built right. There he is! Johnny out in the middle of nowhere! Oh, you didn't tell me that. You kept that to yourself.
Well, there's a little hump out there now that I'm thinking about it, Bill.
You didn't tell me anything about there being out the abyss. Keeping those secrets till you catch a 5-pounder off of it, I see.
Well, I wanted to make a cast out there before I really made it public knowledge.
Got it. Man, that's a nice one.
That's a big one.
That is a big wand.
It's full of bait.
Yep, that is definitely a big one. Big one. All right, I want to take a minute to tell you guys about the baits we're using today. Man, this guy makes some great stuff. This is a brand new one, not even on the market yet, or maybe fixing to be. We're fixing to find out. Tell us about this glide bait we've been using today.
Yeah, I've put out a couple of them to some people. There's going to be some ship out here next week. But basically, this is a little 6-inch. I wanted something very basic, very easy to fish, something you don't need a big swimbait rod to fish with. What's been going on there's been a huge trend lately of shad glide baits on the market. It's just being flooded with with rosin shad glide baits, and even you're seeing a lot of companies come out with ABS plastic ones. You
Yep.
know, they're getting them made in China and then shipping them over. And a lot of the companies are pairing with bigger companies and doing that. But all of your rosin, you know, even 6-7 inch glide baits, the price tag coming in at like
I know
$150 to $200 even for a 6-inch bait.
the plastic baits aren't ever.
Yeah, and the plastic
They're not-
baits you can
find some that'll catch them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I've got the Smash Glide. You've made a plastic one for me, and it works great. It works great, but they're not as good and consistent as these.
What you'll find if you do find a $50, $60 plastic glide bait that a lot of people are selling at that price point, you'll find one that works great, and then you'll try to buy another one, and it either will sink completely different, or you'll turn around, it'll float, or it won't act the same.
Yep.
So I started thinking, well, how can I come up with something that will be easier for people to afford, easier for people to fish? You know, we've had the slow glide for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And it's
a bigger glide,
bigger profile, more realistic shad profile.
But it can only kind of be fished. Like you gotta go slow.
It is made to fish slow.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people want to fish, especially in the fall, want to fish something quicker.
Or all the time.
Well, yeah. And this guy's been asking. He's been asking for something a little choppier.
Yeah.
So this one can be chopped.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be burned a lot quicker. Plus, it's a rosin bait, handmade, hand tuned. Now, the paint jobs aren't going to be crazy, you know, as elaborate as like the slow glide, because the slow glide is a much more detailed. It's got scale patterns. It's got full, a full underlay and a lot of the paint patterns. So it's still going to be
much more complex.
Yeah, it's going to be it's still your premium, $120 price point. Well, this one is going to be just a basic. I'm going to do it in bone. I'm going to do it in just a straight shad color, which is just going to be basically a white kind of pearl, silver, and a gray back.
Yeah,
with maybe a little bit of chartreuse in it. Those are really the two colors. Now I am going to do, and they're going to be $65.
Probably pretty similar to that Swimbait color right there on the shad.
Very similar.
Pretty similar to that. Yeah.
So, and they're going to be $65 instead of $120 to $150.
So you can get yourself a handmade, one at a time, custom bait quality glide bait for $65
instead of.
It's a very easy bait to fish. One of the ways I like to fish it, I've been fishing that way today, is that little run and stop. I make it just like a turn away from it that stops. And I may chop it a couple times, then I run away from it and I stop. It's a super easy way to fish a glide bait. It's a great way when they're chasing bait to get them to pursue and react.
And you can cover a lot more water with something like this as opposed to the slow glide. This one, you can cover a whole lot more water. I caught several fish today. I would do 3 or 4 quick turns, pause 3 or 4 quick turns, and I'd have one hit it and bump it and you'd feel it. Well, then I'd stop and start chopping it back and forth.
It's just a very versatile glide bait. You can fish it fast, or you can slow down and do the typical glide, chop, side to side.
And it's going to sink pretty slow. And I'm going to do just like the slow glide. For y'all that know about the slow glide, you're going to be able to remove the pin. It's a carbon fiber pin that's going to come with. And I'm going to send a stainless steel pin, and you put it in, and it's going to sink a little quicker.
Get up close to that camera, show them right where that goes in. Just for anybody that doesn't know.
That's the carbon fiber pin. And basically, you can just take and put it back. It's a tapered pin. Well, I'm going to send it with a stainless steel pin, and if you put the other pin in it, it's going to turn it from very slow sink to a little bit faster sink. So if you're wanting to fish it on live scope or something and want to get it down on top of a brush pile, you can do it that way. It's got swivel and hook hangers, so
that's high end.
So that's something that's important to a lot of people.
Little upgrade there.
So it's got swivel and hook hangers, so it's got a lot of the high-end details, but I'm trying to keep away from the high-end price point. So I'm not going to make a lot of money on each one of these, but I felt like there was a hole in the market for a more affordable rosin glide bait that's hand-tuned and more consistent. If you want to buy one and it catches fish like crazy, and all of a sudden you lose it to a fish or something happens, and you want to buy another one and replace it, the next one's gonna act very, very similar, almost exactly like the one that you lost. So you're not having to go through 5 or 6 baits to find 2 that swim right,
or tweaking it with lead tape here and this, that, and there. Yeah, no, I get it, man. It's a pain almost for sure. So Easy Glide, awesome bait. SmashTechCustomBaits.com is probably the only place you can find those right now.
Yes, that's they're on the website.
As of this video coming out, they're going to be on the website.
Yeah, they'll be on the website.
There we go. And the next bait that we caught, I think we just caught one on this today, maybe, but I only threw it a very little bit. But this is old familiar to y'all on Your Lake Fork Guide if you've watched for some years. This is old Little Holly. We have Little Holly and Big Holly. You've seen some serious damage done on that little dude. Just rig it like a weedless swim bait. It's in that 4.5, 5-inch category. Here's a shad color for you guys to look at. And then, of course, the one with that dirtier color water, the white, pearl white's what we threw today. Man, this bait vibrates and holds up durability-wise like no other hollow belly you'll ever find. There's a little extra plastic. Heath, I know we come down to about what, right here?
Yeah, like
solid.
The layer of it's solid plastic.
So that's the difference between this and other hollow bellies is solid plastic in the head further down into the bait adds a little more nose weight to the bait. It actually makes it vibrate better throughout the entire body of the bait. You'll be thoroughly impressed when you see how this bait vibrates in the water. Also, though, the durability of it. Number one, there's no salt in it, so it holds up really good. But also, having that extra plastic in the head holds that screw lock better, makes this bait will last for a lot of fish. I've caught a bunch of fish on one of these many, many times over. So great bait. I can't recommend enough. And last but not least, man, you know, I love to throw a chatterbait. I've caught a lot of fish on chatterbait on camera over the years. At the end of the video today, we get them going on a chatterbait and that blade aid that you make. Very good chatterbait trailer. I really especially like it in when they're chasing. Like summertime, spring, summer, fall, your blade aid is awesome. There's some different ones that I kind of tend to prefer to fish in the wintertime when I'm really crawling that chatterbait really slow through grass or something. But man, like right now, dude, that freaking blade aid, the way it wiggles, that long, tapered, slender tail, it catches them. You guys saw the result today. When we got them going out chatterbait, it started happening fast.
It seemed like when the sun really got up and it got hotter, they kind of got on that chatterbait a little bit.
They did.
And the reason behind the blade aid is I wanted a trailer. Like I said, it's very slender profile. It doesn't take away.
Doesn't counteract the blade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take, because sometimes when you use a bigger, heavier trailer or something with a paddle tail, sometimes you can deaden the action.
Yep.
And especially in the fall, I feel like you don't want to deaden it. You want it to be quicker. It doesn't give it a lot of lift like some of the bulkier trailers. And one trailer can last you forever. Like you caught all those fish and never had to change trailers.
No, I never even thought about changing it. It holds up. I mean, that's one thing about the way he makes his baits. He makes them the way he wants them to be fished. And the way he wants them to be fished is, number one, let's get as many bites as possible. Number two, let's make it last as long as possible so I ain't changing baits. Heath does that. He doesn't put salt in anything except for when he used to make Cinco style baits. That's the only thing he puts salt in. Man, these lure companies are putting salt in a bait. All it does is make the bait tear up. That's all it does. It just destroys the bait faster. It actually deadens the action. It makes the action worse on the bait. It doesn't have as much buoyancy in the water, so it doesn't have as much fluttering and kicking and action on all your soft plastics that have salt. So that's kind of a little myth in the industry that salt makes a bait better. It actually makes it worse. Unless you're wanting it to sink. It does make it sink.
Yeah, you got to have them for a Cinco.
Got to have them for a Cinco, and that's literally about it. That's all you need them in. So, man, dude, when it comes to the swim bait stuff and all this bait making, you guys need to listen to every word this man says. I've been doing it for a pretty good long time now, and this dude is as sharp as anybody you'll find in the industry, period. End of story. Let's catch a few more and wrap this thing up. Oh, something else. What do you got here?
He's a little squirt.
What's his name?
His name is the Squirt.
The Squirt, Squirt.
He's coming soon, but
coming soon. A little even smaller glide.
He's a little bitty guy. He's like 4.5 inches with fin and everything. But he throw him on your medium heavy.
Yeah.
If you like something you can kind of twitch around.
A little fast action twitch switch.
Fun.
Okay, I'm in on that. You know I'm in on that now.
So that one's coming soon. I'm still playing with it a little bit.
Can we start catching fish again now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that.
He said he was about to start working on it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to. They were like, yeah, we
Got it.
they were like, we definitely would have.
Little rascal.
Brought him on as a backup quarterback.
That's crazy. Keanu Reeves could have been a legit backup quarterback, folks. You learn something new every day.
Yep.
But he makes more money in the movies than he does sitting on the bench in the NFL.
Correct.
The old Blade Aid, another Smash Tech bait.
Blade Aid.
Great little chatterbait trailer. You can find those at SmashTechBaits.com and Tackle Warehouse, I believe.
Correct.
There it is. That's the Blade Aid. It's jointed, it's skinny, it vibrates a lot. It is an old boat. Oh, there's a fish.
Got him. I got a jumper. The tarpon.
A green tarpon. We like those kind around here, Taylor.
Tarpon, Billy.
They make good vidges.
Oh,
doubles!
Number 3, double.
Doubles! Number 3. Whoever gets 3. By the way, it's the first one to comment 3. That's a pretty good pair of doubles here. Not bad. The old chatterbait with the blade A. That's a fat one. That's a fat one. Yeah, well, you know, front-ended. There it is. That's a good set of doubles. That's about solid right there, folks at home. Alright. Yeah, he said alright. Good one, brother. Let's let him go. Makes a bigger splash when you throw both in at the same time, don't it?
Another one, William?
Yes, sir. Ran at me a little bit there. I don't know what kind of shoulders he's got or doesn't have. Pretty good one.
That's a nice one.
Big head. Woo-woo. Got on that chatterbait bite.
I know you couldn't go too long without picking it up.
You know, that's kind of my thing, man. It's kind of my thing. Another nice one. Golly, dude. Just a bunch of these today. And I mean a bunch of these today.
That's what you love to do everything, man.
Does he got me around that? No, we're good. Okay. I just barely got the thing recording before. That's 3 casts in a row. Another solid chunk. Not a bad one. Doesn't even come close to getting our top 5 today, though. Can we go 4 for 4? Can we go 4 for 4? Four for 4. God, oh, he come off. There's another solid, about like the ones I've been catching, but just came off. 4 in a row. Fall is awesome, dude. I love fall. Like, fall is so cool. I know there's a lot of people tell you how tough fall is, but my gosh, when you get on them, there ain't nothing like fall. Yeah, they get to feeding, dude. It just, I love me some fall. You get it right in the fall, you get it more right then than you do any other time of year, it seems. All right, didn't go 5 for 5. So we can go 5 for 6 anyway. Five for 6.
Oh, I missed one.
Golly, that sucker's pulling. What size line you got on this chatterbait, by the way?
It's probably 14.
Okay, so we need to kind of...
Either 14 or 16.
14, it's on you. You got your rod labeled. He's going to dog man of the boat. Let him have some line here. That's a big one, dude. So big head. Oh, big head. Come here, big head.
Those shoulders.
Oh, big head. That one will probably be in our top 5 there. That's a good one, dude. There you go, folks. Nice big one right there. That is an awesome fish. I mean, we've probably got 3 or 4 like this. Maybe even all 5 of our best 5 are about like this. I mean, this has been an amazing day, as it always is when I get with Heath Taylor. Because when you come fishing with a guy from Smash Tech Baits, you don't just catch them, folks. What do, Heath?
Smash them.
You smash them. That's right. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Took a few more casts to get that one, so didn't keep the consecutive cast thing going. I'm at about 10 casts now. I guess I got, what, 6 for 10 or so?
Right.
I mean, what the hell's wrong with these fish? It took me 4 casts to catch that one?
I know.
What's wrong with that? Oh. There he is, Johnny. Oh, big head. Come on home. Isn't that a beautiful sight to see that big old mouth come up way out there like that? That's awesome. Got it in the bottom lip. Oh, upside down swimmer.
Another one. And another one. Good chunk right there. My gosh. That fins will be sticking out. Look at how pronounced that line on that fish is. It's like you drew a marker down. Like solid. I might put a big old fat Sharpie on the side of that one. Right through the V in the tree, baby. I caught him right out of that V. Oh, golly, Bob. That was cool. Yeah, caught it, threw it right between that V, and then brought it through there, and I just came through and let it die down a little bit. And another one. Add it to the list, Taylor. Just a wee little fella. That's a stud, dude. Nice. Nice. Another big one.
Gotta get one more for the road.
You know what they call that bass? That's the taco bass. You get that one in the boat, let him go. We're fixing to go get tacos, Taylor.
Nice. Just another one. Well, Heath, man, you never disappoint, dude. Hey, thank you for bringing me out there, dude. That's the first time I've gotten to go to that place. You've told me about it before. You've taken me to some places over the years now that have been pretty good. And I got to say, when we get together and film videos, it's pretty rare it doesn't go pretty good.
We usually catch them.
We've done some things. I think Heath was around. We were the first ones to put 100 pounds of largemouth in a single day on camera. The first ones to ever document that was right here. And 200 pounds, to my knowledge, I have to go look, but to my knowledge, we're still the only ones that have 200 pounds of largemouth in a single day.
Maybe did that a couple years ago. Seems like.
Yeah, a couple years ago, about this time of year, that fall, man. You know, the wrap up for me today, like we talked about earlier, getting on them flats, that good cold weather we've been having, got those fish and that bait pushed up in that shallow water, that 65 to 70 degree water. They love that temperature.
Between that and especially when the lake we were fishing, it was pretty void of vegetation. Lake was low. Yep. Any wood, any hard structure that was in the water, and you'll see that a lot, especially in the fall.
Yeah.
You'll catch
one fence corner.
You'll catch
crazy,
multiple fish off of one piece of structure or one piece of cover. You know, whether it be a lay down, a stump, a fence corner.
Yeah.
You know, don't just blow by a spot and make one or two casts, catch a fish, and keep going.
And you know, I don't know if these fish primarily feed on shad or brim or what in this lake, but like, man, in the fall, you're never wrong to imitate shad. Like we talked about earlier with the bait selection, man, it just imitating shad any kind of way you want to go about it. We did it on the glide baits today. We did it on the chatterbait today. Caught one on a little swim bait today, but all of them were imitating those good mature threadfin or really young gizzard shad. You know, 4 and 5 inch shad. That once you get that 70 degree water mark, that's when that 5 to 6 inch shad deal really seems to come into play.
Yeah, and when like the watercolor we had today, that's the biggest reason I was throwing that bone color, just because
had a little tint to it.
And you know, those glide baits, they're not putting off a ton of vibration, they're putting off some.
Yeah.
So I want something that, one, I can see a little better in that dirtier water, and one I feel like the fish can see a little better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, you know, bone's a good color. Clear water, dirty water, it doesn't really matter. It seems like bone is always a good choice. You know, I'll go with a shad color a lot of times when the water's clear, but I've still done really, really well with bone. A lot of people like bone just because they can see the bait a lot easier.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. And I would just say, man, find yourself some big, expansive flats in the fall where there's an elevation change outside of it. Get up on where it flattens out. Especially try to find the one the wind's blowing into. The wind was blowing right onto that flat, as perfect as it could be. Follow the wind, get on the flat where the wind's blowing up onto it, and explore that flat. And when you get a bite, you better hit that area thoroughly, because the groups.
Because we hit some other stuff, you know, some steep drop off banks and straight drop off banks. We hit some other stuff that was just more of a tapered bank, and nothing was as good as that flat that had a little bit of wood right next to deep water.
Yeah. Get on the flats, wander around, find them, see where they're set up, fish all the cover you can, and once you find them, buckle down and get after them because they're there to feed this time of year. It's awesome. Heath, man, one more time, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us as always. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm running out of voice, so it must be time to wrap it up. We'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.